live from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tanner Vallejo, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
second down. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Chubb on second down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gauton. The Browns. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hut! Hut!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Parkey with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Howell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now back to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now from the 50. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hey, watch it. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Handoff comes to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
319. 319.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
No. Check. Patriot.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A give. This is Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A run for Nick Chubb. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Let's go. Blue landing.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad.
Right,
First and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue landing.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Set. Green 39.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The rate with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Being chased out left. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action. Mayfield. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
And again, it's Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go, here we go. Over!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They pitch it to Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. offense, and that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Gone! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A toss play to Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.